Hit the bell for notifications so that you get notifications when we notify, because notifications are notifications of videos. When we notify, the notification then notifies you that you get notifications about the videos so that you have notifications of videos. Hi guys, Andrew Davidson here, and welcome back to another As Per My Ability video. If you like what we do here at As Per My Ability, if you watch our videos, if you like our content, if you like board games in general, please do us a favor, give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell in the corner so that you get notifications when we post new videos. I've been hearing from our fan base that if you hit the bell, it'll give you 7 years good luck. But that's just what I've heard. I didn't create YouTube. I've been doing these videos lately called What I've Been Playing. And so today's a What I've Been Playing video. However, I'm gonna kind of cheat, and I'll briefly tell you why. What I've actually been playing lately is the Game of Thrones Living Card Game, the second edition. But because I have a video going up about the game, it's gonna be a longer video, kind of a tutorial, I'm not going to talk about it again in this video. So I'm going to put that one, I'm going to parking lot that game, and I'm going to talk about another game where as a player you get rewarded for spending a lot of money as fast as you can. The game that I'd like to talk to you about today, or what I've been playing, is called Last Will. Last Will is an older game. It is by Czech Games. And in Last Will, you have an uncle that is very affluent. He's very rich. He's a millionaire. And unfortunately, he has died. That's too bad. But in his last will, he realized that with his life, he created so much money for himself, he was never able to go and live a full, exciting life. He died a person with millions and millions of dollars, but never knew how to enjoy life. So, in his will, he is going to bequeath his millions and millions of dollars to one of his cousins if they can prove that they can live life to their fullest and spend lots of money and have lots of fun and do what he never did when he was alive. And that is exactly the premise of Brewster's Millions, which is a book, movie, yeah. Anyways, so that's Last Will. You're going to be taking on the role of one of the cousins, and in the goal of the game, which is very different than most games, because most of us gamers become too complacent and our mindset becomes all about collecting money, using money to keep things nice, to maybe buying new things, acquiring new things. Set collection is a thing. This game just totally turns everything on its head. In order to win this game, you need to spend money. You need to go on trips. You need to take a date out to an expensive restaurant. You need to hire your own chef. You need to spend as much money as you possibly can. You are basically taking this gamer ideology that you have in your head and just completely throwing it out the window because you want to just get rid of money. You want to do things that's just like, oh, I can go out to eat to this fancy restaurant. Okay, I pay money for that. But if I bring a friend or a date, if you have a card, I bring a date and it's 3 times as expensive because the woman has expensive tastes. If I hire a chef to cook for my date and myself, it's like 5 times more expensive. Well, as a gamer, we usually go like, Minimax theory states like, what? No, keep things low. In this game, you want to blow your money. So you want the date, you want to hire a chef, you need to acquire these cards in order to spend more money because the goal of the game, again, is to be bankrupt. Now, unfortunately, in Last Will, you can't be bankrupt or you can't go out or trigger the end if you have any property. Yes, in the game you can buy property. You can buy mansions, you can buy townhouses, you can buy farms, you can have property. But if you run out of actual cash and still have property, the game still continues. You don't actually trigger the end of the game. But the great thing about having property is that you can buy a mansion for millions of dollars, and then you can just beat the crap out of it and depreciate the value. You can take horses and ride them through the whole mansion. Horse poop everywhere. You can have like upkeep for the garden you would spend some money, but you don't. So the garden falls in disrepair. The elevator needs fixing, but you don't fix it. Like the whole mansion, you bought this pristine $1 million mansion, and things are falling apart. The windows are cracked from maybe a snowstorm came through, I don't know. And so if you buy these mansions and you don't pay the upkeep on them, they eventually move down to where now you're like, I'm going to sell them at a loss, which is like, yay! Completely backwards. So you want to buy high and sell low. So if you buy high, you're spending lots and lots of money, but then you just basically beat the place to crap and sell it at just pennies. And it's like, that's a good deal, because you're like, I don't want money. I don't want money back. I want as little money back as possible. So Last Will is a engine building, a little bit of an economic game, kind of a reverse economic game, because you're not really set collecting or doing much with money. You're trying to get rid of all of those things. The theme is hilarious. Like I said, you can go on cruises, you can go to dinner with dates. Your date can order like lobster from across the world and it costs you a bunch of money. You can buy mansions and ride like horses through them, and just cause the whole mansion to fall apart and go into disrepair. The theme, I should have mentioned this at the top, is a Victorian setting. So it's basically Victorian England. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because the mechanics are fun to kind of figure out how to make your car go, not, your game car. Buy a mansion and then invite all your friends over to just trash the place. In fact, hey, you know what? While you're trashing the place, why don't you live here? And then once they live there, then you feed them. It costs more money. Or you have a girlfriend that lives in your mansion. Guess what? She wants food, so you buy a chef for her. And so like you're just funneling all this money out, and if you can funnel it out as fast as you can, faster than the other players, and get rid of all your property and be completely in debt, you trigger the end of the game and most likely win the end of the game. So that's what I've been playing lately. It's an older game by Czech Games called Last Will. I recommend you check it out because it's kind of in the medium weight area for complexity, but the theme of it is quite fun. And I think a lot of families and a lot of gamers will have like fun and come up with their own stories and humor about the cards in their mansions and the date that they went on and how expensive it was and things like that. That's what I've been playing lately. Last Will, I highly recommend you guys check it out. Once again, my name is Andrew Davidson. This has been an As Per My Ability video, and I will see you guys all at the next video.